Okay, so everybody, welcome. This is Math 2 Con 2 Puppets on Strings. I'm going to do a little bit of reading this AM. And this is a book I've brought out before, The Secret Language of Birthdays, your complete personology guide for each day of the year. And today is September 16th. And if it is your birthday, I hope you have a great day, regardless of the day. All right. And this book is by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers, I think is how you pronounce it. And we're going to go over September 16th. And this is Virgo time. Um, there's going to be a little bit of number connections, patterns that are interesting that line up with currently where we're at in the world. But mostly I'm going to do some reading here. So, September 16th, Virgo. This is just something I pulled off of online. It's likely that you are a stickler for things being done the right way. You have dreams, and it is possible that you worry too much. Virgos born today are usually found in social work or in a profession that helps people. And you see on over there, happy, modest, smart, and always able to relate, observant, patient, sensible, well-spoken, witty, and wise. These are the few of my traits that fill up my soul. Okay. So yeah, the September 16 birthday. So this is interesting right out of the book here. Um, they got different like advice, health, numbers, planets, tarot, meditation tactics, I guess. But look at this tarot. So the 16th card, it says, of the major arcana is the Tower. That's interesting. Which is one version of the tarot deck shows both a king falling from a lightning struck tower, and the builder of this tower being killed by a blow to the head. The tower symbolizes the impermanence of not only physical structures, but also of relationships or vocations in our lives. The positive elements of the card include overcoming catastrophe and confronting challenges. Conversely, the tower cautions against rising unjustifiably high risking destruction at the hands of one's own invention, and particularly apropos, not sure how to say that, for September 16 people succumbing to the lure of fanciful enterprises. That's amazing. And we'll go over, I'll read a lot about this day, but that's amazing because Trump, they say, got shot in the head. And it was Trump, and he's got Trump Tower, and we have 9/11 energy going on right now. So that's interesting with that tarot. It says the 16th card. I'm not really into that, but that's interesting, right? I was just trying to read a book for y'all. And then the 16th day, September 16th, that's interesting with that tower connection. John equals 16 in the code, and 61 like Republican, like Trump, right? And you have the January 6th insurrection, 1/6, okay? And we're on the 16th, and he just got attempted assassinated again. Didn't they say that? Or there was another plot that just hit, and now we're on the 16th, and that's trending. So, September 16th, the day of spirited energies. Those born on September 16th display a indomitable spirit that does not uh, recognize defeat or boundaries. That doesn't sound right. These born on September 16th display an indomitable spirit that does not recognize defeat or boundaries. Their desire to go beyond, to surpass what has already been done in any given area is great, yet they are patient enough to master the technical details of their craft, not being egotists or wild-eyed fame hunters. September 16 emotional energy is very strong, and it is from the heart that those born on this day express themselves. They must beware, however, of overstepping certain boundaries, which even they must stop and pause before with respect. And look at that. Spirited energy. Look at spirited equals 100 and 116. I'm going to have to change. Let me move real quick too. The sun's coming up out here. I woke up like 3 hours late, y'all. Let me flip around here. I woke up like 3 hours late. All right, so I'm here. So look at that 100 and that 16, like 16. And again, today's September 16, and that's spirited. And this is out of the book, The Secret Languages of Birthdays. This is a big book. It's amazing. Okay, and look at that. Spirited energy. Spirited equals 116. Now that's the ordinal cipher and reverse. It's just with the language, with our interesting code that we have here. So you get the 16. And look, September 16 leaves 106 days in the year, like 16. And one of the traits online, just if you look, the personality of a Virgo, the first thing, look, practical. Virgos are logical, practical, and systematic in their approach to life. This earth sign is a perfectionist at heart and isn't afraid to improve. Practical equals 160 and 61. Again, like 16 and like 61. On the 16th, SS, September 16. How about that? And again, Donald John Trump, John equals 16 and 61. Republican 61. The insurrection 1/6. The 16th card of the major arcana is the Tower, like Trump Tower. Again, lightning struck the tower, and the builder of this tower being killed by a blow to the head. That's interesting. Symbolism. Things happen in different forms. Okay? They give you history in different forms when it repeats. And you see 83 and 38. Murder and morgue. Right? 83. Morgue equals 83. Murder, death, killing, RIP 38. And murder's got the 83. Wow. No murder, not to bring that energy. Positive vibes. Positive algorithm. Positive magic. Spirited energies equals 97, like September 16th when you write it out in the code. And 9 plus 7 is 16. Again today, Monday, September 16. Okay? September 16 people are not afraid to put it on the line. Their bravery and steadfastness under fire are outstanding qualities, but because they rarely back down from confrontation, they may often be at odds with the authorities or powers that be in their society. Furthermore, they are by nature risk takers and must be aware of succumbing to the temptation of pure thrill seeking for its own sake. At some point, they have to rein in their rebelliousness a bit. It can be a mistake to cramp a September 16 person's style. Their spirit is so dynamic that it will not be suppressed. To discipline a child born on this day or attempt to break his or her spirit will not succeed, and most certainly will have bad consequences. For all concerned, rather, the understanding parent should nurture and guide this spirit to move in creative directions on its own momentum. A careful line must always be drawn between orders and advice on its own momentum. Oh, excuse me. A careful line must always be drawn between orders and advice, forcing and leading, making and allowing, telling and suggesting, etc. September 16 people are filled with a zest for life. Their competitive nature is pronounced, but their innate fairness usually rules out underhanded dealings or a win at all costs attitude. Those born on this day generally have to learn how to be good team players. All right, September 16. However, since cooperation is not their strong suit, over time experience usually teaches them much in this regard, and they thus develop real leadership qualities. After maturing, they may become excellent teachers as they are confident of their knowledge and convey it to others with great enthusiasm. However, take a greater uh, they may have to take a greater personal interest in their students and be more sensitive to their feelings. Being carried away by dreams and fantasies can be a problem for some September 16 people, but most born on this day manifest wishes and mental conjurings in tangible results. Indeed, their drive to validate what they are doing is remarkably strong, and they tend to demand respect for their work. And those born on the 16th of the month are ruled by the number 7, y'all. We'll get into that here in a bit. Okay, and health-wise, those born on September 16 be aware of accidents. Must beware of accidents, particularly sports injuries, car accidents, and climbing, swimming, and flying mishaps. Recognizing limitations. I did not bring my coffee out here. Wow. Uh, is an important item. Because of their expansive nature, it is most important those born on this day, September 16, remained balanced psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. Their diet should reflect this balance and be proportionate in grains, vegetables, fruit, meat, and dairy. Macrobiotics can be investigated as well as vegetarian diets. Foods which are overly yang, I guess meaning meat, and yin meaning sugar, have to be measured. Strong sexual drives usually accompany this day, which should be satisfied without undue excess. And they say strengths: big hearted, courageous, honest for September 16 people. Weaknesses: sensationalist, rebellious, destructive. A lot of that could probably be said for all, but at the core, this is going to be the person. And look, P is the 16th letter of the alphabet with practical, okay? And practical 160 and 61 in the code, and P's the 16th letter. Wow. Okay? And this is the code forwards with the language, in reverse with reduction applied to both. It's a definite code that's been utilized. We try to take it, flip it, utilize for the good. We've been deceived. P, the 16th letter. And there it is with the Trump new trending news as we speak of this. Tarot, the 16th card of the major arcana, as they speak of the tower symbolizes the impermanence of not only physical structures but also of relationships. Interesting with the towers going down. And now we're 5 days after that anniversary, and you have Trump Tower, like I mentioned. That's amazing. And a king falling from a lightning struck tower and the builder of the tower being killed by a blow to the head. Symbolism. Okay, shot in the ear. Remember Tyson bit Holyfield's ear? He fights Jake Paul 10 days after the selection. And we're almost done here. We're wrapping it up. Those born on the 16th of the month are ruled by the number 7. 1 plus 6 is 7 even. How about that? 1 plus 6 is 7. 9 plus 7 is 16, which breaks down to 1 plus 6, which is 7. Just with the date, look, September 16th when you write it out, and spirited energies. That's amazing. And ruled by the number 7 and by the planet Neptune, the watery planet of dreams and fantasy. Those ruled by the number 7. You see how that happens with the 1 6s? 1 plus 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Those ruled by number 7 sometimes fail to carry through their ideas and can lose touch with reality easily. Look at it's the Mexican Independence Day, which keeps popping up when you look online. September 16, Independence Day equals 70. Okay, the month, those born on 16th and the month are ruled by the number 7. Since those born on the 16th have a tendency to think up all kinds of projects, emphasized by Mercury's rulership of Virgo, they must be disciplined enough to realize their plans. Those ruled by the number 7 can throw caution to the winds financially and leave their families financially embarrassed. A good accountant or bookkeeper is thus invaluable to a September 16 birthday. How about that? And just some notables born on this day: Henry V, British king. That's interesting. Speaking of a king falling, that's amazing. BB King. How amazing is this? It says BB King born on this day. And a king will fall. Falling from a lightning. Holy crap. On the fly, I'm not looking this up. Well, it's in the book. Elgin Baylor, Lakers basketball forward, innovator, 10-time NBA first team. David Copperfield's birthday. I'm seeing a lot of stuff with gold. Gold medalists, Olympics. Who synced up with this book? Gary Goldschneider. Apparently the book is by. And Juice Elfers or Eifers. Who else? Cy Young, Dodgers award-winning pitcher. Oral Hershiser. Interesting. It says meditation. A dragon does not always have to be slain. It could sometimes be befriended. The September Virgo. Okay, I appreciate y'all. This has been fun. Even though I woke up about 3 or 4 hours late, I'm gonna hop back on the research and make up for it. So this will be on Puppets on Strings. I just lost my spot, so hopefully I'm not able to show my camera right now and show me. But the September 16th Virgo, and this isn't like 100%, but at the core, after life gets a hold of you, does a number on you, does whatever it does with you, we all adjust and develop into the person we are. At the core, you have the September 16 Virgo, and there's some of the famous birthdays that we just went over. We could look into these and it would all land by the code. And again, shout out to this book. You see the front and back there. I got it for $22.49 at Half Price Books. I'm going to have to go back there. Books are amazing. Your complete personology guide for each day of the year. Gary Goldschneider and Juiced Elfers or Eifers. Viking Studio. So, and there it is, the September 16 out of this book, personality and the guide. And we had some number connections with the 1 and the 6 and that's absolutely amazing because those numbers are hitting heavy. I just did an Arizona decode, 160 years since 1864 and the abortion ban, all trending right now. Okay, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, that was just some other stuff I was working on. But yeah, the September 16 birthday, Puppets on Strings, subscribe. Math 2Con 2, this is a special breakdown. It will go on Puppets on Strings, Math 2Con 2. You will be seeing it right now. Shout out to all of our other channels. Subscribe there. Also, I'll be back later with another decode. That should be, I think that's on Daily Decodes 81 too. Subscribe over there. Appreciate you. Until then.